Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert, that's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 41, Herbert. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Pickett. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line.
And the Toronto first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Herbert. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Huskies are an extra point away from drawing level. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
Open man downfield is Johnson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Pickett. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Pickett on 4th down. Into heavy traffic and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And Ingram holds it in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Herbert throwing again. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Huskies have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last
up the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Off play action, Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Presley Harvin now. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Nice move at the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
A 7-yard gain. That's good.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 48-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Pickett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
There he goes, left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looking to throw, Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Pickett back to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
They snap it to Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Herbert on first down now. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player,
oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 133 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Michael Davis. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
and I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The 17-yard line.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Herbert completes it to Evan Ingram. And they work this out past the 25.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Toronto
setting up to throw on first down. He targets Ingram for another grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
17 more yards.
Herbert off of play action. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Pickett. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. With it is Brown. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Herbert now. He'll get this to Eckler. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
14 yards. That's good. 4-8.
Now it's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 153 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On On second down, this is Harris. And some space here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
It's a gain of 11. That's good. 4.
On first down, Justin Herbert. It's complete to Brown, right side. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. To the air again, Herbert going back to Allen. He's got him again. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the 44.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be third and 5. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind-needed play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Herbert. It's complete to Diggs. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on third and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Running on first down, Eckler. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Taking down at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pick.
Herbert.
Second and 6.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Now Pickett.
On the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Well, they went with the ultimate element of surprise there, trying the onside kick to start OT, and it backfires.
Not just element of surprise, how about element of hubris? I mean, that is unbelievable because the odds of getting an onside kick are small to begin with, and to give up your opportunity to ever possess the football that way, if you don't get it, that is absolutely huge. Didn't work, but boy, what a gamble.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. Hopkins' kick is good, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back and keep everything in front.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both